Okay. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayat Mudire Nastapráyeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttamasloke Bhakti Bhavati Naishtaki Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayate Girim Yat Kripa Tamaham Vande
वन्दे
Guru
परमानन्दमाधव
चैतन्यमीश्वरं परमानन्दमाधवम् ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनाशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितमेन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः।
नमः।
नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणि निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणि जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे हरे
हरे
राम राम
हरे
राम
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 राम हरे हरे
हरे
हरे कृष्णा
कृष्ण कृष्ण
हरे
Hare Krishna devotees, thank you for
हरे
joining.
कृष्णा सर हरे
Hare Krishna. So we were discussing about second canto, fourth chapter, 20th verse yesterday. I mean, we stopped in
Krishna
between.
Prabhuji, we are in the middle of this
Yes.
20th one.
Yes. I mean,
Shall I continue reading this
yeah, before that,
other part, or do you want to explain and later should I read?
yeah, I'll tell you. Okay. So we were discussing yesterday on this particular where Sukadeva Goswami is saying that Shriha Patir Yajna Patihi Prajapatir Diyam Patir Lokapatir Dharapatihi Patir Gatihi Chandakha Vishni Satwatam Prasaditham Me Bhagavan Satam Patihi. Prabhupada translates this verse saying, Lord Krishna, Lord Shri Krishna, who is worshipable Lord of all devotees and the protector and glory of all kings, like Andaka and Vrishni of Yadu dynasty, the husband of all goddess of fortune, the director of all sacrifices, and therefore the leader of all living entities, and the controller of all intelligence, the proprietor of all planets, the spiritual and material, the supreme incarnation of the earth, on the earth, the supreme in all, be merciful upon me. So we discussed some other points yesterday. Unless one was completely freed from misconception, it's very difficult to take Krishna consciousness. That point we discussed. Everyone is seeking the favor of the Lakshmi Devi, the fortune of the goddess of fortune, but the devotees doesn't look for that. Devotees always want a service. So we discussed on that point, and also, yeah, here Prabhupada says, sex life in the mundane world is a root cause of being conditioned by the shackles of illusion. The shackles, the bandhana, the entanglement, the root causes sex life. I mean, we can make out in the whole world today, whatever is happening is directed towards that. Whichever you see the entertainment mood, entertainment methods, it is into that mode. Or any of the crime, if you see, it's because of that. In everything is directed towards that in the material world. Unless we try to come out of it, the whole concept has to be changed. Doesn't mean that family life should be avoided, but we should have the understanding of the concept. So that's a point we need to understand. And also Prabhupada says that Lord Chaitanya was a strict sannyasi, so much that did not allow any woman to come near him. So he was a sannyasi, of course he is a supreme personality Godhead, but he followed that rule very strictly. There was example of Chota Haridas. Chota Haridas, he was a great devotee and good kirtani also. Once so happened that the every day when Mahaprabhu was there, they will go for begging alms. So when he went out that day, he saw one Mataji and he collected some rice, but somehow he had for a moment, a bad thought. Maybe we don't know exactly what is that, but that day when that prasad was cooked, offered to Mahaprabhu, while eating, Mahaprabhu asked, I think Swarup Damodar, who bought this? Where did you get this rice? So Mahaprabhu said, yes, Chota Haridas, son of Mahaprabhu, I think Swarup Damodar told Chota Haridas was begged alms. Immediately, Mahaprabhu told Chota Haridas, get lost from here. I don't want to see you again. You get out of I don't want to see you again. And Chota Haridas was totally shattered. Like, how can I leave Mahaprabhu? All the devotees pleaded, but Mahaprabhu said, no, get him out. Then, of course, nobody else knew. But Mahaprabhu, while eating prasad, he could understand in what mood he has begged that rice. See, how that's the reason the prasadam makes so difference. It's not just eating, it is the way you cook, the mood in which you cook, the mood in which items are bought. Everything makes a difference. That's the reason. And the Chota Haridas was pleading, and even other devotees pleaded, but Mahaprabhu said, no, sorry. And Chota Haridas committed suicide because he could not tolerate leaving Mahaprabhu. The point I'm driving is that even that level of the consciousness will impact others' consciousness. That's why we should be very, very careful on that. And Prabhupada, of course, if somebody want to discuss on topic, we can discuss later. But the point I'm to drive is that we should be careful on that. Okay. Then Prabhupada says that Yajnapati, and it says that for otherwise one's act will be cause of conditioning by the law of material nature. Yajna, sacrifices, everybody has to do some sacrifices, especially grahasthas. We have to do sacrifice. There can be fire sacrifice, or the sacrifices, their own wealth sacrifice, or nothing is there. Of course, Sankirtan sacrifice is the topmost. We have to do sacrifice. And Prabhupada says that why the Vailikam means misconception. The perform sacrifices to please the minor demigods. That is the many time the people in general do that. What is their intention? Intention is to please the demigod and get some benefit. That is not the real purpose of sacrifice. The intention, we should be very careful. So what is the real sacrifice? Sankirtan Yajna. Prabhupada says, Sankirtan Yajna, Shravana Kirtana, Vishnu Smarana. This is the ultimate, our goal of life. Okay. Then, did we read this paragraph? We have information about Bhagavad Gita.
Yes, Prabhuji.
This we read, huh? Okay. Here, 3, 10, 11, Lord speaking. So Prabhupada translates that. In the beginning of the creation, did we read this Bhagavad Gita also?
Prabhuji, till we have information from the Bhagavad Gita 3.10 to 11. That paragraph is finished. We have to read from living beings are proportionally endowed with intelligence From that I have to read, Prabhuji.
Okay. So
This
here,
para is
Prabhuji,
finished.
they will find natural promotion into spiritual existence, the real identity of a living being. A conditioned soul should never give up a practice of sacrifice. So, for the liberated soul, for the Nitya Siddha, maybe sacrifice may not be required. But for Nitya Baddha, the conditioned soul, sacrifice is a must. I think we discussed also. Haridas Thakur. Haridas Thakur was completely liberated souls. I mean, he was always chanting the holy name. He never wanted to give up chanting the holy name. Even the extent Mahaprabhu asked him, because you have become old, you can stop. But Haridas Thakur, no, I can't give up the holy name. I can die, but I cannot give up the holy name. Similarly, recent incidents of His Holiness Kadambakananda Swami Maharaj. So Maharaj was in the last stage of his, because of the cancer, like that. His Guru Maharaj, Param Pujya Jayadettu Maharaj, told him that, Maharaj, you are become so sick. Maybe you can reduce your chanting. It's okay. His own Guru is telling. Then His Holiness Kadambakananda Swami Maharaj told him that, no, Guru Maharaj, please don't give this instruction to me. You can give any other instruction, I'll obey, but please don't give me instruction not to chant. So that is the most important. I will, that is the life of my, I cannot stop chanting. So that's why the real sacrifice for any devotee is Sankirtana, chanting the holy name, whether japa or Sankirtana, both are chanting, but more focus should be on japa for myself and Sankirtana for public. Okay, now we'll read the next paragraph. We'll read one paragraph, discuss, and move on next.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Living beings are proportionately endowed with intelligence in terms of their previous activities. All living beings are not equally endowed with the same quality of intelligence, because behind such development of intelligence is the control of the Lord, as declared in the Bhagavad Gita 15.15. As Paramatma Supersoul, the Lord is living in everyone's heart, and from him only does one's power of remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness follow. Mata smritir jnanam apohanam cha. One person can sharply remember past activities by the grace of the Lord, while others cannot. One is highly intelligent by the grace of the Lord, and one is a fool by the same control. Therefore, the Lord is Diyampati, or the Lord of intelligence. The conditioned soul strive to.
Maybe we can stop, Mataji. We can go
Okay,
paragraph.
okay, Prabhuji.
So, Prabhupada writes that living beings are proportionally endowed with intelligence. All are not in the same intelligence. Even, there are different living entities. Animals got different intelligence. Birds got different intelligence. Human got different intelligence. Demigods got different intelligence. Each one got different intelligence. The levels is different. Because, it's said that there are certain things given by the Lord. Intelligence, memory, or beauty, strength, all these given by Lords. Maybe we have very little hand on that. But there is a one thing given by the Lord is my attitude. Attitude is that one, this is mine. Whatever intelligence given to me, whatever property or wealth given to me, whatever beauty or skill given to me, how do I use it for Krishna service? That is my attitude. Am I using it for Krishna service? Am I using my own sense gratification? That is my attitude. Prabhupada say, here quoting Bhagavad Gita 15:15, Sarvasya chaham sannivisto matha smriti jnanam aponavicha Vedesha sarve rahame vedyo. He says, as Paramatma, super soul, Lord's living in everyone's heart. From him, he does all the remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness. So he gives forgetfulness also. So sometimes people may ask, why Lord is giving a forgetfulness? Because if you don't forget, we can't live. There are so many things we are going through. It could be, the sad incident, or somebody is hurting. If I don't forget, I can't live, thinking about those miseries. That's a forgetfulness also required. So Prabhupada says, Matha Smriti Jnana Upanavacha. One person can simply remember the past activities by the grace of the Lord, while others cannot. We discussed a few days before on this point. Why certain devotees able to remember certain things, why certain devotees not able to remember, and some devotees may not remember, but they have some idea, no, this would have happened, possible. They may not be able to say exactly, but this is all Lord's mercy. Lord is giving for certain people, and certain people know. That we have heard about so many examples. There are, research is done on the reincarnation. Some people could remember the past life. Some people may not. So that's the whole point, is that how Lord is, giving the right thing to the right person. Finally, Prabhupada says, if one is a fool by the same control, then therefore the Lord is Diyampati, the Lord of intelligence. So one is highly intelligent by the grace of the Lord, is only can understand Krishna. So our intelligence has to be used for the service of the Krishna. So that's how we can go. Next paragraph we can read.
The conditioned souls strive to become lords of the material world. Everyone is trying to lord it over the material nature by applying his highest degree of intelligence. This misuse of intelligence by the conditioned soul is called madness. One's full intelligence should be applied to get free from the material clutches. But the conditioned soul, due to madness only, engages his full energy and intelligence in sense gratification, and to achieve this end of life, he willfully commits all sorts of misdeeds. The result is that instead of attaining an unconditioned life of full freedom, the mad conditioned soul is entangled again and again in different types of bondage in material bodies. Everything we see in the material manifestation is but the creation of the Lord. Therefore, He is the real proprietor of everything in the universes. The conditioned soul can enjoy a fragment of this material creation under the control of the Lord, but not self sufficiently. That is the instruction in the Ishopanishad. One should be satisfied with things awarded by the Lord of the universe. It is out of madness only that one tries to encroach upon another share of material possessions.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
So
Krishna.
Prabhupada further elaborates here. He says that conditioned souls strive to become lords of the material world. Again, as we discussed, conditioned. I am conditioned in this body. I am not liberated. I am not Nitya Mukta. I am Nitya Baddha, because I am conditioned in this body. The conditioned soul try to become lord of the material. This is the nature of the soul. I want to control. I want to enjoy. I want everything in my control, or my possessions, or me should be the center. This is the attitude of a conditioned soul. The liberated soul's attitude is Krishna is the center. Krishna is the enjoyer. Everything should be meant for Krishna. That is the understanding. The whole concept, item is same, work is same, but the concept is different. The first person concept is that, yes, I want to enjoy. It's for me. Whereas the second person concept is, yes, it's for Krishna. That is the difference we need to understand. So Prabhupada says, misuse of intelligence by the conditioned soul is called madness. So the today's society is going in this madness. The madness has become so mad that people really find it difficult. Today I was talking to one person, one of my friend. He's saying how difficult is that today's world. So he has lent, somebody wanted some money. So he gave a reference. Okay, so and so person can help you. So that person went and borrowed money. And after borrowing money, this person escaped. He did not return. Now, the person who lent tried to find the person borrowed. He could not, he actually found him, police also found him, but he doesn't have anything. He has become pauper. Now they filed a case against the person who given a reference. He has no fault. He just said that, okay, he may give you the money. That's all. Now they filed against, because you introduced, now in court laws, you pay for it. Now he is running behind the court. He tried to help that person, he is in trouble now. This is the Kali Yuga, the madness. And the person who has borrowed, enjoyed money, is relaxed, he is out, he is no problem. So this is the problem. So Prabhupada says that the entangled, the mad conditioned soul is entangled again, the different types of bondage. So the body, I may get 84 lakhs of species. Today I was hearing, Prabhupada says that if you miss this chance, the human body, it takes millions years to get the human body again. Million years. So see the risk we are taking. That's why we should be very, very careful, because we know the 84 lakhs, but that 84 lakh species, we don't know which species will take how many years. Some may be very short, some may be thousands of years, some may be more than that. So we should be very, very careful. Don't miss this opportunity. But at the same time, we should practice Krishna consciousness without encroaching anyone else. Prabhupada quoting from Ishopanishad, Isavas idam sarva yatkincha tena taktena bhunjitah. So whatever quota given to me, that's all I should use. I should not encroach somebody else's quota or anything given somebody else. That should be that's the reason I should be very, very careful. I should not take debt. I should not borrow. I should not take somebody else's money or wealth or anything. Whatever my hard work, whatever I deserve, only I should take. That's why, and we should not keep anybody else's money or anybody's property. I should be very careful. So that is a human tendency. Today also human tendency that, yes, I want to enjoy at any cost. What other person, does, I don't care. Whether he suffers, he dies, I don't care. But I want to enjoy. This is the mentality. That madness we should stop. Okay, next paragraph. Somebody can read. Yeah. Next paragraph.
Paragraph.
Yeah.
The Lord of the universe, out of his causeless mercy upon the conditioned souls, descends by his own energy, Atma Maya, to re-establish the eternal relation of the conditioned souls with him. He instructs all to surrender unto him instead of falsely claiming to be enjoyers for a certain limit under his control. When he so descends, he proves how much greater in his ability to enjoy, and he exhibits his power of enjoyment by, for instance, marrying 16,000 wives at once. The conditioned soul is very proud of becoming the husband of even one wife, but the Lord laughs at this. The intelligent man can know who is the real husband. Actually, the Lord is the husband of all the women in his creation, but a conditioned soul under the control of the Lord feels proud to be the husband of one or two wives. All these qualifications.
Yeah, 1 second.
Yes, yes, Prabhuji.
So, Lord of the universe, Krishna, out of his causeless mercy upon the conditioned soul, he descends by his own energy, Atma Maya. So there are a few words here. Causeless mercy. Lord is so merciful. We said that He Dina Bandhu, He Krishna Karuna Sindhu, Dina Bandhu Jagatpate, Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta. He is Dina Bandhu. He is, so merciful. And he says, out of causeless mercy. What mercy means? Which I don't deserve. Like, for example, if I work, I can ask for a salary. That is not a mercy. That is my right. But if I don't have any right to ask, still I get something. That is a mercy. So many times would have given example, the pet dog and street dog. Pet dog, when it's hungry, will bark. the owner is duty bound to give food because he has taken that pet. Whereas a street dog, he is not duty bound. Street dog may come and bark outside. The house owner may throw a stone and chase him out, or he may throw some bread. So if you throw some bread, that is a mercy. Now Lord comes out of causeless mercy. Causeless means without any obligation, he giving the mercy. He comes to re-establish his relationship with the conditioned soul. Eternal relationship. That means we were all part of Krishna eternally, but because of our desire to enjoy in separation with Krishna, we have come here. So Krishna comes to re-establish, reclaim, Prabhupada writes, he comes to re-establish, reclaim the soul back home, back to Godhead. That is the purpose. And for that, he takes so many incarnations. He takes so much trouble. Somehow, he wants this jiva to come back to him. So in that process, he proves how much great he is at. You know, there are so many examples. When Krishna came, he lifted Govardhan hill and he killed so many demons. They're so powerful. Krishna did so many things. Krishna kind of swallowed the fire. Krishna danced on a Kalia with 1,000 hoods. All this he did just to prove that he is the supreme. So conditioned soul is very proud of becoming a husband. So when a pati means generally the jiva thinks that, you know, just become controlling one soul and become pati. Krishna is pati of unlimited number of souls. He is not only 16,108 married, there are so many. Every jiva is under his control. The jiva is always to be serving Krishna. He is enjoyer. That's why, you know, he is the ultimate pati, ultimate enjoyer. Prabhupada says, factually, the Lord is husband of all the woman is creation, but conditioned soul under the control of the Lord feels proud to be the husband of one or two wives. So, in one of the class, His Grace Gauragopal Prabhu says, maybe I'll tell the joke later, maybe let's read the paragraph, remaining paragraph quickly.
All these qualifications as the different types of pati mentioned in this verse are meant for Lord Sri Krishna, and Sukdev Goswami has therefore especially mentioned the pati and gati of the Yadu dynasty. The members of the Yadu dynasty knew that Lord Sri Krishna is everything, and all of them intended to return to Lord Krishna after he finished his transcendental pastimes on the earth. The Yadu dynasty was annihilated by the will of the Lord because its members had to return home with the Lord. The annihilation of the Yadu dynasty was a material show created by the Supreme Lord. Otherwise, the Lord and the members of the Yadu dynasty are all eternal associates. The Lord is therefore the guide of all devotees, and as such, Sukdev Goswami offered him due respects with love-laden feelings. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. So Sukdev Goswami is offering his prayers, and at the same time he's saying Krishna is a pati and gati. No, generally for every soul, ultimate gati is to attain the lotus feet of Krishna. And he is the only pati, he is the only savior, he is the only controller, he is the only protector. Like Bhagavad Gita says, Bhoktaranya tapasa sarvaloka maheshwara suhridam sarvabhutanam jnatvam shantirachati. He is the shuhrud of sarvabhutan, every jiva. Suhrud means dearmost friend. That's the kind of Krishna's mercy, that he will not give up any jiva, whatever extent. To the extent a worm in the stool, he goes there also as Paramatma. That is the point here. So, and Prabhupada says that Yadu dynasty knew very well. So he talks about how Yadu dynasty left. I mean, for external reasons, the Yadus, they fought each other. They drank, I mean, the kind of one kind of a juice which is intoxicated them. They fought each other, they killed each other, they all went back. But this is the ultimate gati, because it is a will of the Lord. Because They are all associated with the Lord. They all came when Krishna came, and before Krishna leaves, he wants them to go back to Goloka Vrindavan. So these are all one reason for them to leave, but they are not the ordinary souls. That's the understanding we should have. People should not think that even the Krishna's associate, they also fought each other. That's the reason, just to leave the body. But they are already, liberated souls. Prabhupada finally says that Lord is therefore guide of all the devotees. As such, Sukadeva Goswami offered him the respect and with the love-laden feelings. So throughout this point, Sukadeva Goswami glorifying Krishna, he is everything, he is the controller. Now talking about husband, His Grace Gaur Gopal Prabhu says, so husband is the one, of course, don't please misunderstand me. So किसका बैंड बजता है फिर भी हंसता है. So anyway,
What is it, Prabhuji? I didn't understand.
anybody knows Hindi can translate? Sumit Prabhu, want to translate?
I know in Hindi, Prabhu, but I don't know how to translate in English.
किसका
Band bajta
बैंड
means
बजता है फिर भी हंसता है. One who gets beaten but still he loves.
yeah, yeah, correct.
Mothers, please don't misunderstand me. He just told joke as a joke.
Just
Like-
joke, that would be the other way also, no, Prabhuji?
But other way not called husband, no. हंसता है. Anyway, sorry. Okay, so we'll stop here. Devotees can share their comments. Maybe start with Asham first.
I understood, Prabhuji. The Supreme is everything. That is my takeaway for today. And I understood the concept what you have explained. That's He is everything. That is what is my understanding, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Next, Mariappan Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Very interesting and need after this thing.
Your volume is little low, Prabhu.
Yeah, I have been speaking little low voice.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. Multiple Lakshmis, all Lakshmis are Haladini Shakti of Supreme Lord, and Supreme Lord displayed in Rasa Leela the pleasure potency during his avatar in earth. Sex life is completely condemned by Sukadeva Goswami and brushed aside the degraded sex life of mundane world. Lord Chaitanya is a strict sannyasi, never allowed a relationship with women. However, he recognized the worship of gopis of Vrindavana as the topmost loving service to the Lord, and Srimati Radharani is the pleasure counterpart of the Lord and is non-different from Krishna. Supreme Lord is final enjoyer of all yajna, Sankirtana yajna, Shravana Kirtana, Vishnu, which is recommended in this age of Kali. Conditioned practices of sacrifice and charity and austerity in any circumstances to please Yangyapati and Prajapati, who is maintainer of all living beings. Conditioned souls are entangled in degraded sex life, and Chota Hari Das committed suicide. I could not understand properly. Perhaps I have not followed it properly, I think. Grahasthas must sacrifice fire. Intention is to please Yangyapati. Devotee's mood must be chanting attentive in all circumstances without compromising all intentions behind chanting, and intelligent is not uniform, uh, where it varies among living beings, but attitude, how I use the intelligence and utilize in the spiritual practice is most important. Remembrance and forgetfulness is given with the specific reasons of mercy of Lord. Lord is Dhyampati or Lord of intelligence. Conditioned soul try to lord over the material world. Liberated souls understand everything belongs to Supreme Lord, and misuse of intelligence is absolute madness and leads one into cycle of birth and death. Hence, I should not encroach anyone else's material possessions, which will which will get me locked up in this material world. I must be content with blessings of Lord and be happy. Mercy means I do not deserve as matter of right. Supreme Lord undertakes all possible efforts to take back home, back to Godhead. All souls must realize, understand, be the eternal servant of Supreme Lord, and all associates of Lord have been entangled in definite mission of Lord that I must understand, and I need not to indulge in criticization. That much I have understood, Prabhuji. Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Guruji. Thank you. So, I think Maria Prabhu mentioned about Chota Haridas pastime. Everybody else understood, or should I repeat? I just wanted to check. The concept we should understand, that's why I'm saying.
I think I have not.
Yeah, that's okay. What about others? Anybody not understood? Maybe just quickly say that, and we can repeat quickly, otherwise. Or are okay, understood. Okay, no problem. I'll talk to Maria Prabhu. I'll talk to you personally.
Hare Krishna.
Preena Mataji. Kanchana Mataji.
Understand that the Lord is, in His costless mercy, descends to give opportunity to the conditioned soul to realize that ultimate refuge, ultimate gati is He alone. The Lord is mercy, full of mercy. To understand, Lord comes to the level of human being who will understand Him and who will realize that Lord ultimate is the sole refuge for everyone. He is the protector of all. Devotees, devotees ultimately realize that Lord is one and all. He is everything. He is Lord of Lords. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Preena Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. I think the Supreme Lord is the ultimate cause, and that's what Srila Prabhuji also explains. Everything originates from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In today's chapter and text, you have explained about Sukdev Goswami. He was never interested in the sex life for the of the mundane world. He was more focusing on japa for self and sankirtan for with all. Prabhupada also says that living beings are proportionally endowed with different intelligence. How to use our attitude for Sri Krishna service is our attitude in terms of development of intelligence in the control of the Lord. Lord is living in everyone's heart, and one's power of remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness follow. One is highly intelligent by the grace of Sri Krishna, and the conditions soul thrive to become lord of the material world. So if it is I or me, is to be the center, is what a conditioned soul says. But the second concept is that Sri Krishna is ultimate, and that's what Sri Prabhupada ji says, and whatever is assigned to me, that is what I deserve, and I should not be greedy to try and take somebody else. And you also explain in terms of the causeless mercy, Dina Bandhu, without any obligation, he gives mercy. So Lord Krishna is eternal and he re-establishes and reclaims. So a conditioned soul is always proud, and Lord Sri Krishna is Pati and Gati. And you explained about the Yada dynasty in terms of how the Yada dynasty was formed along with Sri Krishna, and it disappeared after Lord Sri Krishna. So that is what you explained. And the learning for me is everything exists with Lord Sri Krishna, and the universe exists with the Supreme Lord, and yet the Lord remains unchanged and unaffected, and He's there with us. And for us to reach the ultimate Lord, we should do japa and sankirtana. That's my understanding, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna,
Sridhar
Hare Krishna,
Mataji.
Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare
In the
Krishna.
Vedic rituals, there are recommendations for doing so many sacrifices to achieve greatest benefits in life. Such benedictions of sacrifices are given by Goddess of Fortune and Lord. Finally, the Lord is the enjoyer of all kinds of yajna. But the devotees of the Lord knows that Sankirtan yajna is enough in this Kali Yuga and no need of sacrifices to the demigods. Chanting the holy name of Krishna is enough. Then all living beings are not equally given the same quality of intelligence. Lord is the controller of our remembrance, knowledge, and intelligence. And as said by the Lord in Bhagavad Gita, one person is highly intelligent and one is fool. One remembers very well and one cannot remember anything. Highly intelligent people use their intelligence to lord it over the material world. This misuse is just madness only. They have to use their intelligence first to get rid of clutches of material things. As said in Upanishad, we have to be satisfied with what Lord has given us. We should never try to encroach others' properties. Then the Lord, out of his causeless mercy, upon the conditioned souls, he descends with his own energy to re-establish relationship with the relationships, and he proves that how great he is by having 1600 wives, and he is the enjoyer of that. Just with one wife and one husband, this material people are very proud, but Lord proves that how great he is. That's all, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Sumit Prabhu, anything you want to add?
No, Prabhuji, all the points have been discussed.
Swati Mataji. Swati Ravindran.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Some one or two points just want to recap again, which was already been discussed. It's like even if we are all fallen souls who are not conscious enough of the Lord, He is very merciful to us, guiding us through all the sufferings from this material world to liberate us, to bring towards Him. But we have to focus on Him instead of that. We are focusing on the material world, which is causing the all kind of sufferings what we go through. So the mercy of from Him and the love from Him, we have to means whatever we do, we have to do with consciousness that He has, and with gratitude that this is an opportunity which is provided to us. And another point is that He is the He's the husband of all the souls. Like that means maybe He is the Sarva Shaktiman. We are the Anu Shaktis or something which is ultimately from Him. So so we have to unite to Him. Like we are not anyone else. Like we are on a very tiniest particle of Him. So these 2 points are just a recap. Hare Krishna.
Okay, thank you so much. Varsha Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Nothing, Prabhuji. Thank you for the class.
Umar Shankar Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Ah.
So all the points are actually covered, and the thing is that one thing is that from the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, so we should follow strictly the sannyasa rules, and the we should perform the loving devotionship how the gopis of Vrindavana had done for Krishna, Prabhuji. That is one thing, and we should pray to Srimati Radharani, who is the chief of all the goddesses of the fortune, so that we can please Krishna, Prabhuji. That's the thing I can do for today's take over.
Yeah. I need some help. Maybe in our Bhagavatam group, somebody can daily put a message, because I know maybe some devotees are not remembering. So please put a message. Remind maybe morning and afternoon again, maybe 8:30, just to please join the group. That's the one thing. And second, those who are not coming regularly, personally message them and please request them to join. Somehow let's do that. If somebody can volunteer this, it would be great. I don't know, whoever possible, please try.
Okay, sir. I'll try, sir.
Okay, inspire each other. Let everybody join.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yes, Prabhuji.
We'll end
Hare
here.
Krishna.
Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhyo cha patitana pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namo. Ananta koti vaishnav vrinda ki jai. Grantara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Hare Krishna. See you tomorrow, same time.